because it's hard to look at a teenager and explain all this stuff, what's going on. And that's just to my daughters. I look at it it's always tough for me to talk to them. They're women, they're girls, so they're growing up to be women. So I needed them to be aware of things that women need to be aware of. There are things out there I'm not aware of that are happening to, you know what I mean, that women need to be aware of.
Right.
And I have friends who have the same conversations. Who are my buddy Ted? He's black, and and now he has a conversation with his black son. And there's conversations you have to have with the son. That these are conversations we shouldn't be having, but you have to have them. You know
exactly. I mean? You don't feel like you should have to, and you shouldn't.
Right.
And unfortunately, you do, and it's essential. It's essential. So I don't want to get too deep into the thing, but I'm going to go ahead and mention it. It's like you see this the kid that did the shooting in I think it was Wisconsin,
Kenosha,
and he was able to walk right by the police.
Right.
Had it been me,
no.
I'd have shot him as soon as they saw that weapon. So.
You wouldn't have to do anything. If you just walked down the street with a gun in your hand, you're going to go down. Right.
You're going to go down. So this is what, and people don't understand that. They don't get it. And I don't think they get it because they don't, I'm not going to say that it's because they don't want to get it. They don't want to understand it. Maybe they're removed from all of that. I'm removed from it in a certain way, but I also live through it.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
You understand?
Yeah. No.
So it's something that we all have to look at together and have the conversation and make this country the great place that it's supposed to be.
Right.
In certain ways.
Yeah. Well, I have this hat. It's a flag, and then I know the hat says USA, and I recently ordered them. And my daughters are teenagers, and they're very angry. You know what I mean? They're very angry about what's going on. So when I got the hat, they got mad. They're like, "Why would you? How could you wear a hat? This is America." And I go, how could you support this country? I go, I do support this country. I love this country. I go, it breaks my heart that things are happening right now. And listen, the problem is nobody listens anymore. When you talk about people not being aware of certain things, I had a conversation on Facebook, and one of the things I never try to do is I'm aware of white privilege and what it is. So when someone says, well, what do you think if you were black, what would you do? I go, I can't answer that question. I'm going to stop you right there. I can't. Right. I've had multiple situations in my life where I've been touring with another comic or someone who is black. And a good example, Percy Cruz is a great example of a guy where one day he said to me, you don't notice it, do you? And I go, what are you talking about? And he gave me a list of like 8 things. He just kind of rifled them off. This is what's going to happen. We're going to go out and this is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? Little things like no eye contact at dinner, just the simplest thing. You know what I mean? And when we went out to eat, they all happened. It all happened immediately. And then I noticed them because he brought them to my attention.
Right.
But I don't notice them if I'm just, you know what I mean? That's what I think white privilege is. You just don't notice it because it doesn't happen to you. You don't see it.
You don't see it. Yeah.
Right.
If you're not paying attention to it, then yeah. I mean, if it's pointed out to you, like Percy pointed out to you, then you start to recognize it. You start to see it. Yeah. But if it's not pointed out to you, then chances are you won't see it. And that's part of the thing that needs to be discussed and make people see things now on television because of all the cameras.
Yes, yeah, they're everywhere.
So people see it, and they see what's happening. They see the guy running down the street with AK-47 and his hands up, running by the police saying thank you. Mm-hmm. They see George Floyd with a knee. And I don't, again, want to be deep, but when they see this, they respond because the people that are marching is everybody together.
Right.